250,000 Canadians are living with a pacemaker, which is a little device that regulates their heartbeat. And health specialist Leah Sarich here now with how those pacemakers are becoming smaller and better with new research out of the University of Calgary.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yes.
So this is you researchers, again, on the cutting edge of medicine right here, leading the way for us all. So what does a pacemaker actually do? So think of it in terms of like a furnace. So a furnace kicks in when the temperature gets a little too low. A pacemaker watches for heartbeats. So if there aren't enough heartbeats, then boom, it'll just kick in and regulate that heartbeat for everyone. The standard pacemaker is about 2.5 loonies thick, about 2.5 loonies wide. So it's sort of the middle one there, the 2009 model that you're seeing on your screen. It's made up of 3 parts, a battery, circuitry, and wires or leads. But researchers here are testing a new one, and that's it right there. And it's actually sitting right inside the heart. How amazing is that? So it's miniature, and it's sitting right there in the right ventricle. And basically, it's all in one.
A standard pacemaker requires that we make a small incision, typically up in the upper left chest. And then through that, we use a needle to poke into the vein. And then we would place the wire through the vein using x-rays all the way down and into the heart. And then the wire sits in the heart with a little screw at the end that hooks into muscle. The new device doesn't require an incision. We instead go through the groin. We poke a small hole in the groin, and through that is a tube. And within that tube is the actual pacemaker. So it actually goes directly inside the heart.
Isn't that incredible? So it sits exactly right there, right inside the heart. Patients in this trial are saying they don't even know it's there, because as you were saying, Jill, sometimes they can see it up on the top left side of their chest. But these patients are saying they can't even feel this. And their quality of life is much better. So they're back to their regular life within a matter of hours or a couple of days. So much faster than the standard model and having that put in place. And the best part is the device is incredibly efficient. So this little teeny tiny thing can last for up to 15 years. The standard model lasts for about half of that. So it's research here, and what the researchers here found is that they implanted about 600 pacemakers right here in Calgary, and they found no device failures. So that's really huge when you're dealing with new technology. They also found no infections. So this is huge. So these results are exceeding the high expectations of the researchers, but as with any new device or drug, there's still side effects.
One of the things we found in the study was about 7% of the patients had problems. And that was actually related to either the pacemaker going through the heart muscle, causing bleeding around the heart, which is pretty serious. But that also happens with standard pacemakers. Once in a while, the new pacemaker came loose and had to be replaced. And in some cases, there were problems where the device is inserted through the groin. So they had what are called vascular issues. So people say, well, that seems like an awfully high number because it's close to 7%. When we actually look at the information with standard pacemakers, it's just over 6%.
So there you go. So in fact, the stats are really quite good. Dr. Exner says it's actually remarkable that this new device can be put in that safely and really work that well.
And now when will this mini pacemaker hit the market?
So it won't be long, actually, which is great. The research is wrapping up right now, and then results will be sent to Health Canada. Dr. Exner expects the new device to be widely available in about 6 months, so that's not long at all. And this is good, because that'll help bring the cost down, because right now it's currently about 4 times the cost of a standard pacemaker, so not everybody is going to be offered this new device right away. That said, pacemakers are, of course, still covered by healthcare, and Dr. Exner expects this new mini pacemaker will become the new standard of care eventually.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Getting attention all over the world.
All over the world, you bet.
Okay, more information on your blog.
You bet.
As always, breakfasttelevision.ca.